Hey guys, welcome to the Team Fortress TV cast of the match versus XTS versus what are they called? Street Hoops.
You got this.
Street Hoops. Sorry, it was a little slow start. I got distracted a little bit. Anyway, this is a match between two of the top four teams in the game right now, and it should be pretty exciting. I don't think we have very much time, so Harb, you want to give a rundown of Street Hoops, and then I'll do XTS?
Sure. As you guys can probably tell, it's been a while since me and Plaid have done a cast. It's been, what, like 3-4 months? Okay, but yeah. So, Street Hoops roster, they have Duwatna on demo, who's been around for a while. I think he started out in Highlander, and now he's playing on like a land caliber invite team. Main team, whichever way you want to say it. Ash is on Roamer. We have Grape on Pocket. Paragon and Deadbolt on Scouts, and then Kozin, another Highlander extraordinaire, on Medic, who is, I think he's one of the driving forces behind the team with his calls. So overall, they have a pretty solid roster. They've been like together for a while. They picked up Grape recently this season, but most of them have played together for a couple seasons, and most of them play together in Highlander also.
So yeah, that's Street Hoops. Now talking about XTS, LAN proven team. They played pretty well together at the last ESCA LAN. It kind of rekindled their desire to play, and I think that's going to really bode well for them. But running down the roster, we've got Decimate and Alpha on Scouts, probably their two strongest players at the moment, but not to be overshadowed. Rando on Pocket with Ash, which is an invite CEVO-Main newcomer, I believe. On the roamer position.
Ash?
Ash? I don't know.
That's on Street Hoops.
Who's the roamer for XTS?
Mela.
He's not in the game.
Mela.
Oh, Mela, the well-dressed extraordinaire from LAN. Gotcha. Okay, so Mela is not in the game, so that's who we're waiting on. Invite, veteran, Fragile on Medic, and Badonsky on demo. So I think, I don't know. I think XTS has the potential to be really good, but I'm not sure that they're at the teamwork level of Street Hoops at this point in the game. So I think it's going to come down to a final round. I think it's going to be 5-4. Yeah, I think it's going to be 5-4 Street Hoops because I just think, I don't know, I think their teamwork is just there.
It's a gut feeling. I see it. I see what you got there. All right, I'm going to have to go the opposite then. I think the talent on XTS is too much. Again, all of them have played forever. Rando on Pocket is, even after a break, a season off, he's a beast already. Mela on Roamer, their soldier combo on XTS is really strong.
But do you think they're better than Grape and Ash at this point?
Yes,
after playing against both teams, you think?
I do, actually. I think the thing that's going to maybe help Street Hoops and turn it in their favor will be their teamwork, and also the fact that they have two really good snipers in in Paragon and in Ash. So we might see the sniper play come into this a lot. Might see a couple other things like that. I expect a lot of off-classing, a lot of pyro, heavy, sniper, all that. It should definitely be a great match between two very even teams in terms of skill. But like I said, I give it a 5-3 for Exertus. So how do you pronounce their name of it, dude? I'm just going to say XTS the whole time.
XTS. So Mela just joined, so we might be going live here shortly, and it'll be kind of abrupt because there's no live on 3 in CEVO, so we got to be ready. But I think the soldier battle is going to be pretty even. I might give the edge to Ash on Roamer over Mela right now because I've been playing against him and he's been kind of giving us trouble. Rando versus Grape, I think it's kind of a wash at this point. I really think it's going to come down to the two demo men, and I think Duwatna's got the edge over Badonsky right now.
I agree with that.
But then again, I think the scout advantage goes to XTS with Decimate and Alpha just being slightly better than Paragon and Deadbolt. So I think it's going to come down to the demo men for each team, whichever one plays better. But I think Duwatna's going to take it, and they're going to win 5-4.
Man, couldn't ask for a better matchup to start off the CEVO season. I mean, I guess they're a week in already, but yeah, between these two teams, this should definitely be a great match. And yeah, the Pocket matchup between Grape and Rando, both of them have been playing amazing as of late. Oh man, I'm excited. Exertus, says Fog. Exertus. Got it.
Exertus. Okay.
Exertus. We got it. And yeah, they should be going live in a few seconds. At least that's what Fog had informed me. So, you know.
Okay, so who are you watching at the first mid? I'm gonna watch Duwatna because I expect that he puts a ton of pressure onto XTS and kind of denies Mela before he can really do anything, is what I'm expecting. And I think the first mid's actually going to go to XTS after that happens, because I think Decimate is the best passive scout in the game right now. He's playing really, really, really well. So I think he's going to clean up and get a 3K at this first middle. But it looks like they're going live. So let's see what happens. I'm going to be on the Duwatna cam.
Hey, I'll be on Ash myself just to see if he does any crazy roamer plays like I've seen him do. But
Duwatna
yeah,
gets a pretty fast rollout to choke, hits his first sticky on the scout and denies the early pressure. Another sticky on the scout, putting out good early damage right now. He's going to put pressure across the point. Duwatna doing a lot of damage right now. No kills for either team right now. But Rando hits a huge air shot on Ash. 2 dead for Street Hoops, 1 dead for XTS. But it could go either way. Next pick really determines the game. And looks like Street Hoops is just content to back out there. So, kinda how I thought it was gonna go. Decimate top of the board with that 1 frag.
I mean, yeah, at the start of that mid, it looked like Street Hoops were gonna win that. They had the early damage from Duwatna, and Exertus had fallen back, but then they lost a couple players, and Exertus was able to come back in as they now push in the second.
Huge bomb in here from Mela. And it doesn't look like he's going to get anything.
That
they
black
took a
box, that's something that has actually, we haven't mentioned, and a lot of roamers have started using that. It's, I know Gear in Europe had used it, and now Mela has been using it in almost every scrim I've seen with him. It's, for his style of play, it actually is pretty good. Because he normally doesn't go for a ton of bombs. He'll just like try and play solo on flank a lot and take one-on-ones versus soldiers and scouts. And that extra health boost from the rocket hits can help a lot.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it just gives you an extra, basically heals on the flank and a choke at the same time. So let's see. I think Mela's going to jump in here again and try to make something happen. Getting denied by the demo, so he's just going to get another buff and try this again.
That infamous Granary or Gullywash second choke.
He walks into a bunch of stickies, backs up. I'd almost like to see Rando jump in here instead. Like, I know he'll, gunboats, whatever, but Mela jumps in and gets denied. Nothing's going to happen again, so we're back to square one. I'd like to see Street Hoops try and make a play with somebody here, which they might do with Ash on flank, but he ends up backing up.
I think that they're almost trying to like bait in Street Hoops. They're trying to almost just like give up Mela and see if they can bait the Street Hoops push, but Street Hoops is way too disciplined to fall for that, especially with the score still being 0-0. There's no incentive for them to push in.
If that's what XTS wants to do, then they need to sacrifice 2 players or the demo man. But
yeah,
then you give up a lot of firepower, so it's a risk reward. Right now, they're kind of content to play the one-person suicide. Scout comes in to rush the demo man. Is not going to do anything. Alpha ends up going down. He might go sniper to try and open something up, but if they if they had suicide Mela there with Alpha, they would have gotten a 4 kill.
Yep, Deadbolt tries to rush him down to get demo, but he's not able to get anything. And I think we actually might see Exertus push here, but maybe? No? Please? No.
Indecision by the team, and now it's kind of moot. So a lot of spam going on at choke. Same thing happening at flank, but nope, nothing's really happening.
I mean, the choke play is definitely working. They should try and get like scouts or roamer behind into the other team's bottom lobby and the Street Hoops bottom lobby. But now they just more trades. It's
well, there's a trade, but now XTS has a spawn advantage over Street Hoops, so I would like to see them try and push that, and have Grape coming back in the Grape gonna come back at the same time. So I guess it's not really beneficial at all.
This is the thing that you run into a lot with 2 so evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
And it's happened with us and IT or HRG, whichever name they use a lot. We've had like 1-0 games with them where like half the game is just either a hold on second or a hold on last. So as much as I'd love to see, super
hold
fast
on, I'm going to interrupt you here. We got Mela coming on a spy on the flank, and he gets spammed and just called out. So that's nothing's going to happen. He goes down. So I'd like to see somebody from Street Hoops go and try and make a play here. It looks like Grape's going to push it and drop down. He's going in, drop down, sneaking under. Nobody sees him yet. He jumps to the scout. He's on the med. The med's going to pop. But Grape dies to suicide, so I don't think...
Rando's trying to get in.
Okay, so huge Uber advantage for Street Hoops right now. If they get Rando here and getting clean into middle, they might be able to do something.
Alpha's actually behind.
So there's a sticky trap at choke. Hopefully nobody of Street Hoops get hit by that, but the medic's going to walk right into that thing.
Alpha getting in on the net.
Okay, Alpha gets on the soldier and rushes the medic. Medic gets the uber
Oh,
but Alpha
my
takes
God,
him down.
play.
Nice play by Alpha there, just rushing in like a bat out of hell. So right now, Fragile's working with a 30% uber advantage. It's gonna be probably 50% by the time Kozin spawns. So XTS should have a solid push into second unless Street Hoops comes and contests this midpoint.
Definitely, that was huge from Alpha. He actually had an opportunity to sneak in from Big Door, but he decided to rotate back to mid and hide in elbow there, which he ended up getting 2 big picks off of that, which his team should definitely be able to take second with the Uber advantage now.
So there's 80%, but I'd like to see Street Hoops play up top and kind of kite this Uber and get a bad push out of XTS and repush this, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is really what Rando wants, is this solo Uber to try and make something happen, but there's nobody to be seen if Rando comes around this corner. He's not going to get anything if he has to pop early.
Yeah,
so right now they're getting in for free, and I don't see anybody jumping. Soldier jumps on top of the medic. Good surfs by Fragile so far. Fragile holds the Uber, does not pop, so Ash goes down. So this should be successful, and I'd like to see Rando pushing into last with the super advantage.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, they get Kozin actually.
Malin gets a 2-kill. Yeah, huge play with the Blacklock. Still alive. Gets a Deadman too. 3-kill. Almost gets the 4-kill on the scout, but that's going to seal the deal. Huge play from Malin there to give him his team the round.
It may have been slow, but they got it. I think that's what Exertus was really going for. They just didn't want to give up mid. They just wanted to make sure they got a clean push in the second, and eventually they were able to by getting that med pick.
So I'm going to take Decimate on this middle, because I think he's going to get a few kills, but I think Street Hoops is going to come back firing and putting a lot more pressure on them. So right now, Decimate kind of just baiting out stickies from Duatna and taking up height advantage, and it looks like he's going to commit onto something right now. Soldier jumps his medic, 2 dead for XTS. Decimate gets a kill like I thought, but a lot of people dead for XTS. It's a 3-on-3 right now. Mela's trying to stay alive with his black box. It's working. He's just putting out good damage on the scout and ends up going down. The scout's 50 health. Fragile somehow only has 40% Uber. I don't know if he was healing anybody at all that fight, but it doesn't look like it.
Oh my gosh, this roller is just a 9 rando, but they're slowly coming back in.
Yeah, Badonsky's coming up behind Fragile, so they should be able to just get in here with heals and presence and take the middle.
Sniper here. He's going to come from Big Door, maybe? Actually, he's just going to play from bottom lobby and try and get Fragile when he comes in here.
I thought for sure that Street Hoops had that, but now, without committing at the same time, Fragile has a 50%, 60% Uber advantage, pushing into choke right now, so let's see what they can do.
Yeah, that was the second mid that it looked like Street Hoops was going to win, but then Exertus just somehow ends up getting the picks they need to win it. Although there goes Paragon with that shot.
It was that passive play. Paragon going huge, saving his team the second point, but Mela, again, sneaky play and gets the medic. Some Fragile with 100% Uber with only Decimate. I'd like to see him rush at this point and try and get like 4 frags with this, but it looks like they're going to back up, and if they're backing up that far, if Kozin comes out and builds Uber as fast as he can, he's going to have it to defend last. And this is a really big mistake from Fragile, I think.
They're just giving, like, they're not keeping track of Mela at all. He's just constantly picking off Kozin with a black box.
So, Fragile's looking to push it through Big Door. He's playing really passive, like he doesn't want to use this to take second, but I really think he should do it and get four picks and, you know, go in. The demo for XCS goes down during this. Fragile's moving up with Rando, pushing into the front door, Ubers into lobby. Rando gets 2 kills with that, so that might be enough to secure this, and I think it will be. So
from River again, trying to flank again with a black box. He jumps in onto the medic and sniper. He hits the sniper quite a bit, and he goes down himself.
So I really, it didn't work out. It might. They're going back into the last point, but they're getting spammed out by a soldier, so they're just gonna be content to back up and build again. That was a really bad positioning by Street Hoops. I would have liked to see them all at last building, and I think they could have got it. Luckily, Rando didn't push that into last and get another kill and cap the point. But still, they're at an Uber advantage by Uber disadvantage by 20%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Fragile's building slow or
if Street Hoops builds this fast enough, it'll bait XTS into this push into bad position, and then Street Hoops will be able to push this out. Street Hoops has had phenomenal defenses on last so far with NG Pyros.
Actually, Alpha's going to be on heavy here. Maybe that might help them with the push here.
If they get into the water with this heavy, they Uber in early, trying to go in. They weren't aware of that gun, which is now taking a lot of damage. The demo's dead for Street Hoops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so kind of a mistake there, not keeping Duatna alive for Street Hoops. And XTS goes up for a surprising 2-0.
Yeah, everyone on Street who's fell back in the spawn to get that Uber, but you know, Exertus just went point instead, and now we have another mid.
I'm gonna watch Badonsky on this. He's getting there a little bit slower than Duatna. Duatna hits him with his first sticky, misses his second sticky, putting a lot of pressure on the Scout. Scout's gonna go down early. That was great stickies by Badonsky. Getting jumped by the Soldier. 2 dead for each team right now. Duatna getting lots of good position on point, and now it's just Duatna. It's the combos, the 2 studs on each team.
Fragile's so weak there. If he can get 1 stick on the Fragile, he'll have the mid. Rando's weak too.
That's what happened. That's an ulti duo. Oh, and Kozin hits the crossbow too. Wow, huge play.
Really well played by Rando to get his medic out of that situation, because his medic was like 40 HP, and he just decided to one-on-one the demo and give his medic a chance to escape and keep his Uber.
So he was like 40% from Uber, right? So he didn't have a chance, so he could just sit in banana and get it? Okay.
Well, they would have had respawns too, and then it would just have been a huge clusterfuck. Can we say fuck? No, whatever.
So right now, XTS has 90% on second point, so if they get onto the medic now, they might be able to pop him, because Fragile's not with anybody at choke. Fragile's kind of stuck at choke. He's got 94%. Nobody's with him. He's running around. He's gonna try and circle around big door, and he gets called out by. Oh, he gets the Uber, and he pops it. So he's
on himself.
Kill himself, dude. Okay, he kills himself.
And they should actually have the round from Paragon's gonna be going point from water right now. He's behind the Soldier, and yeah.
And now we're getting that close game that we wanted. 2-1 XTS with the momentum in Street Hoops' favor.
And yeah, that was another mid that they almost ended up throwing away. They had like a 4-2 player advantage, but they ended up finally winning a mid, and they converted into a round.
So I haven't really watched Mela, but he's been having a good game, so I'm gonna watch him this mid and see what he decides to do. So Mela's coming into middle, getting ready to jump. He's just scoping out where the team is. He jumps, hits a huge air shot on the Soldier, almost hits the double, but goes down. Ash actually craters on him, or kills himself. So 3 dead for XTS. Numbers in Street Hoops' favor. It looks like Street Hoops is going to take this mid convincingly.
Rando going huge again, takes out the Scout. 20 HP is finally going to get killed. Yeah, but Fragile's done a great job surviving all these mids. Like, that's the big difference between like when Exertus wins a mid, they always kill Kozin and they're able to easily take second. While even when Exertus loses mid, Fragile stays up.
Rando coming in because he was stuck behind to try and make the medic pop. Doesn't really get anything. It hits the medic for like 30 damage, not a big deal. But now they're 1 down, so looks like Street Hoops is going to take this right away. Grape not letting his advantage falter, his man advantage. Kozin gets popped early by a good flank by Alpha. But Fragile drops by Grape. Was that an air shot? This is going to be a 2-2 round if Street Hoops plays this right, but awesome play by Grape there.
I love that. Well, I think Fragile is what, like 80-90%, and he just jumps up and hits the air shot on Fragile and takes him down before he can get it. And now we have them pushing into last year. This should be an easy round.
Easy round for Street Hoops. 2-2. Momentum in Street Hoops' favor. They're gonna carry this to halftime. I guarantee it. Or do I? I'm gonna put my eyes on Ash this time, because Ash was the recipient of a good bent over rape session by Mela last mid. So let's see if Ash can turn the train around and return the favor. So we've got Ash doing a quick jump to get position underneath, spamming the combo as it meets Mela underneath, gonna give up that fight. It looks like Ash is about to jump up top right now. Jumps up onto the skeleton.
Huge
Ash gets 3 kills by Ash. Oh man, that was awesome counter bomb by Ash, and then he fails the jump to try and get the medic, but it's okay.
And actually we have to not trying to cut him off. He gets a sticky on Fragile.
Almost, but yeah, great mid by Ash there.
Cut off too. Oh, he'll get out. It looks like he's gonna make it.
So Ash turns that train around and just says, "Nope, my turn, Mela," and you know, swings that momentum in the favor. I mean, Fragile ends up getting out, so they're gonna be able to defend. But I don't know. I think Street Hoops is gonna execute this push better than XTS is gonna defend it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with Fragile's play after not playing for what 2-3 seasons. He's been able to survive almost every mid fight, and that's pretty impressive actually.
It seems like
medic goes down pretty often.
Sorry, it seems like he's not backing out like at the wrong times. He's backing out the right. Sometimes you feel like your medic's baiting you or just leaving way too early, but it seems like Fragile's leaving at the right times.
Definitely.
And he's keeping his team, able to defend last year.
I would actually like to see someone on Street Hoops suicide to go sniper again. Again, having Ash and Paragon, 2 extremely capable snipers. I think they should just slow it down here and try and get some picks with the sniper. Oh, Paragon sneaks it on point, and he's doing.
Wow! Oh, he killed the demo! Huge play from Paragon. Wow.
And we have a push in from River now.
Grape jumps in, just drops Alpha immediately. Rando's going to be the only one. But it looks like Grape's on Conk. He's going to come in with a counter push here. I don't know if he's got it charged, but he definitely is on it.
Yeah, Grape forcing him all the pointies.
Oh, Grape might go down here. He blows the Conk. The signal, the halftime show is on. So Street Hoops taking that, you know, that two-round deficit like men and just coming back with a vengeance and kind of a team effort to dominate 3 rounds in a row.
Definitely. I mean, it seemed like those first couple rounds that, again, Street Hoops looked like they were going to win those mid fights. Just certain plays on Exertus picked up and they ended up winning those mids. But yeah, the last 3 ones, Street Hoops won handily, and they were able to convert those into easy round wins. So actually, this has been a much more fast-paced game than it looked like it was going to be after the first round.
Well, I think XTS needs to slow the game down in these fast transition fights. That's where Street Hoops, you know, with Ash's roaming seems like they're winning and would do not want this pressure. XTS needs to slow the game down like they were doing in the first 2 rounds, so they can methodically push at their own will. So XTS had control of the flow of the game early, but Street Hoops definitely just recommanded it and is now controlling the flow with their momentum. It looks like the second half is going live here.
Nice.
And I think Alpha's gonna finally do something. He had that first good play in the first round, but he's been pretty quiet since. So
I'm gonna watch Ash again. I feel like Ash is gonna have another huge mid.
So Alpha rushing the demo. The demo doesn't see him. Demo way back. Alpha taking no damage, getting point position. Looks like Alpha's going to be on the back of the soldiers for Street Hoops. Does some good chip damage, but now is ready to come back in. XTS takes 3 of Street Hoops down. 4 for Street Hoops down. Only Duatna and Kozin. And Duatna's trying to jump out and do something, but he looks like he's going to go down.
Kozin chasing the out, the last.
Wasted on an air shot. He's going to get in spawn. Oh, wow. Man. Kozin with 20 health gets back in the spawn.
Mid for Mela, too. He actually snuck up.
Kozin comes up with a revenge saying, fuck you, buddy. You're not getting out of here alive.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Kozin with that play. I'd like to see Street Hoops pushed back out now on that momentum, ride it back out, but I don't know.
That was actually a pretty big pick by Kozin there, because Exertus has full Uber advantage, or they have like 30% advantage, but being down a number, that's going to slow them down, and I think they might just wait for their respawns now.
So I think Mela should have just jumped with his last rocket, and he wouldn't have been able to kill him, but he went for the sick air shot and messed out. What are you going to do? But this defense for Street Hoops is really hard to penetrate, if you will. Grape's Pyro. Okay, well there goes the sniper, so maybe it'll work. Trapped by Duatna. So I'd like to see Grape roll this out with the Pyro, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So right now I'm in the Kozin cam. Grape gonna try this Pyro action that he's famous for.
And Mela's actually
moving up top,
sniper.
trying to do something against the combo of Rando, but not gonna happen. Duatna putting up a forward trap again, trying to get picked.
Look at Ash's spot. Ash is actually hiding in Big Door. He might be able to get a pick on a scout or heavy here. Here comes a scout right around the corner. Ash gets the first
Scout's gonna go down.
He's gonna walk right into the heavy though. Uh-oh.
The heavy gets bounced. The heavy takes a lot of damage. Mela down by the Grape cam. Ash is getting on the heavy. The heavy's gonna go down in Big Door. This is awesome repush by Street Hoops, but they need to get on cap now. Grape dominating the soldiers right now.
I can't take this flat.
As the Pyro. I don't know what to say. We got Duatna on cannonballs.
I said there was going to be a lot of off-classing, but jeez.
Okay, hold on. Mela got the forward spawn. He's jumping the medic now. Fails his rocket jump and gets stuffed and dies. Okay. That could have been huge for me.
You hyped it up like it was going to be.
Kozin pops Uber on middle because he was low. Duatna's low. Kind of a defensive Uber. Not a big fan of this.
They're going to fall out, it looks like, yeah. Having Grape on Pyro really limits their mobility since they don't have 2 soldiers to rocket jump around.
They're pushing into choke against Street Hoops, and Street Hoops still has a Pyro, so it looks like they're going to be forced back. Grape going to take down this scout down low as Pyro, but now Grape needs to switch off. Like, I would have liked to see Grape, go into suicide, try and go for some extinguishers and die rather than just, trying to slow push as Pyro. Eventually, it stops working, and that's what we saw right there. So Uber advantages are in favor of Street Hoops by 30%, but I don't think they're going to push out on that slight of an advantage from their
Ash is actually still spawn camping. Ash, I think, has been behind for the past, 3 minutes. He's just wreaking havoc on behind Exertus.
And this is something that we just experienced in our scrim against them, and it was really annoying. I mean, it didn't really do much, but it just wastes
time, and
Yeah,
it's
you can
hard to
see-
get this guy. This guy is a slippery roamer.
You can see Alpha trying to go back and look for him. They don't want to just leave Ash behind. But I would actually like to see Exertus just push in, because it's basically going to be a 6-on-5 push into last. Although they actually pick off Paragon. Now they should definitely go. Just leave Ash
Because now
behind.
that
and go
Ash
last.
is way back at second, so if XTS, and that's what they're going to do. Rando knows, so he's just going to start this fight 2 players up at last and hope that it works out. He gets air blasted by the Pyro, just trying to stuff him. Hits the nice direct on the Pyro, not great, not usually missing an air blast, but it looks like the fight's about to come to an end here as Rando jumps on the point, almost caps it, ends up capping. So it's 3-3. I had a feeling XTS is going to come back, so this is a great match so far.
Definitely, and this mid really could go either way. It's so far been like the team that wins the mid ends up winning the round. And that's true with most maps, but Gullywash in particular, it's been so hard to push out from last. So we have another mid.
So right now I've got Badonsky Cam putting good pressure on Duwatna, trying to put a little aggro onto their side, but he doesn't really commit to anything. He's trying to spam the Demo and Medic. Medic gets double donked in Banana, so Badonsky doing a great job of keeping their whole combo out of the fight, and I think that pretty much won the fight for them. XTS has 4 players up, Scouts pressuring Mela, but doesn't look like he's going to do anything, so it didn't look like it was going to go XTS's favor at first, but Badonsky just did a great job of wasting his whole clip to keep their heals in Banana and letting Kozen get out front, even though Kozen died. That's why they won in the middle.
Again, yeah, Fragile stays alive on mid. You know, when you win those mid fights and also keep your medic up, it makes the whole round so easy because you can just push in the second with that full advantage. So, again, really, I can't understate how well Fragile's playing. Like, he is really playing really well this game.
So here comes the push from XTS. I don't think they're going to overcommit. Rando just takes it up top. Doesn't want to, you know, overcommit with bad heals from taking spam. But they need to go if they want to get the medic before they Uber. 70% for Kozen right now. He has the ability to get an Uber Saw clutch play, but I don't think he's going to go for it. Rando's pushing in now top right into the Pyro's face, gets air blasted back. Terrible Uber so far. Rando's on the heavy behind the point, takes him out, so 2 dead. Grape going on point. Laggy pause, and Rando's about to die, staring in the face of Rando with the blinking, flashing goggle get-up that he's got on.
Alright, I feel like Grape is just going to kill that soldier. He's going to keep rolling through. He's going to take down Fragile, and he's going to get Mela too. Because Fragile's 40 HP and he's on fire. Oh, what a time to pause.
Yeah, and they have 80% still remaining on their Uber. Grape's going to get a triple killer here. Honestly, who's the scout that's alive? Deadbolt should just run to second right now because Grape's going to handle this all by himself with this Uber.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this on pause. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it's not too long because I'm excited to see this.
So let's take a second to talk about that last point. So XTS was pushing into last, but they just waited till they had a good opportunity, and they ended up killing Paragon, and then Ash was behind. So like the slow game of waiting till Street Hoops screwed up paid off for them, and they almost capitalized here again in this round, but they rushed it a little bit. So if they take their time and slow it down, I think XTS is going to win the game. If they play this little scrappy, fast-paced game, I think Street Hoops is too energetic, and Street Hoops is going to take it. So really it depends on who's going to insert their will into this game earlier rather than later. And right now it looks like it might go up 4-3 if XTS can play this the right way. But I don't know. I mean, this is a hard last to push, so that's why we play the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so many different like things that could happen on this. You know, we could have Grape get juggled by Mela and help his medic escape. We could have, you know, it's like there's so many different outcomes, and I don't know, that's why pause can sometimes be pretty interesting, where you can like, you know, recollect and try and guess what's gonna happen.
So I wish I could. Is there a stats page for this? Can we get a stat check? I don't know if they do that in CEVO. Is it live updates?
I think so. I don't know. Let me go check actually right now. I'll try and pull up online. I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if stat-wise anyone is particularly doing, like, amazing with stats, but, like, Grape has had some pretty huge plays, you know, everyone has...
Yeah, everyone's just pulling their weight. I don't think anybody's really playing bad. I think Alpha maybe needs to step it up a little for XTS. He had a great play in the first round, but since then I haven't really seen him do much. But same with Paragon, really. I haven't really seen him, except for those 2 headshots defending second. He's kind of been a non-factor too. But everybody else I mean, there's always one guy on your team that's not going to be doing well because he's getting focused, and it seems like that's the two off scouts for both teams.
I agree with that. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if I see stats yet right now.
Yeah, somebody linked it in the stream chat, but it doesn't look like it's live stats.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, it is. I just had my
These are pretty neat.
my no script on. Okay, so right now we got Duatna putting out a good 330 DPM. Not even close is Rando with 250 DPM for XTS. So I mean that makes sense when XTS is up. They have a slower kind of game. It would make sense that they have less damage per minute. Paragon less than 200, not good to see. Alpha 170, Deadbolt 150. So the scouts for XTS not really putting out their damage, but I mean it's a tie game, so you know something's going right. Deadbolt is top fragging.
Well, Deadbolt's actually on Street Hoops, so his name is mixed up. Yeah,
on the stats page, it's kind of intermingling the teams, so that's kind of annoying.
Just him. Deadbolt decided he wanted to join Exertus, I guess. He was done with Street Hoops, but I mean, yeah, from stats,
frags are pretty even. I mean,
Badonsky only 5, but I mean he does have pretty decent damage. Actually,
no, he does. Badonsky's kind of
Right.
beefing it compared to Duatna. Well, that's what I thought was going to happen. So, you know, it's I mean, it's a team game. I mean, you got good players, you got better players, and it's how you play. I don't know what else to freaking say, dude. Like, there's
John Madden thing to say right there. You got good players, you got better players.
You got good players,
some
great
players,
players,
some are a bit better.
you got the best. So I don't know. This pause is taking forever. I don't know. I mean, what happens right now if
Mela crashes like 90 seconds from now? So
Mela
that's
does?
where the
Okay.
pause is
I was
from.
hoping Grape didn't right now.
Well,
Because that would be sweet.
Pauses are always like 90 seconds in the future. Come on, Pot. You've been playing this game like 6 years. You don't know that? 7 years? I don't know. How long is this game been out?
I just try and keep it interesting for the cast.
All right. Well, do a better job.
Well, I could drop an N-bomb, but Enigma would get mad at me. Alright guys, so we're going to take questions from the chat right now. One question, first question that pops up, have to answer immediately, truthfully.
I saw one that said, "Why don't we play CEVO, Platt? Why don't
That's
we?"
not, that didn't get, I'm watching you, no, that's not a question.
Well,
Wow, this is a really slow chat.
alright. Let's see.
What the fuck is going on from hee-haw wee-haw? There's a pause. Well,
Platt, you
terrible
dropped-
question
Platt,
by
you
wee-haw
dropped an
wee-haw.
F-bomb.
That's, okay, there's no LAN implications for this match.
This is a PG stream, Platt, please.
Is
Please
it pretty
watch.
good?
Pretty good. It's pretty good so far, I
PG
think.
stream.
I think it's been good so far. What? When was the last time we casted as a duo?
Probably a main game or an IM game?
Maybe.
Oh, there's a 90-second delay on the chat.
Platt, what is your favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable? I don't know, probably broccoli.
Alright, I'm sorry I have to remove you from friends for that answer. That's a mistake right there if I've ever heard one.
What are you thinking? Carrots? Don't say carrots.
No. What? Probably just like lettuce or something like, something simple.
Okay.
You can't have a salad without lettuce.
Let's redo this. A couple days ago, XTS beat Froyotech at a scrim 5-4. So you'd think that they would be riding this momentum into this game and take it convincingly. But Street Hoops has been playing pretty good against us, so it's a testament to these two teams. Like, these two teams are going to be at the top, top 4, a very close top 4 for the rest of this season. I guess in CEVO, it might be a top 3 because Mix-Up is not playing there. But I don't know. Who would be the 4th place team, would you say, in CEVO right now?
I mean, if that Brad Siegel team, if they played seriously, it would definitely be them. They'd be top 4. But since I think they're like, off-classing and pyro and all that good stuff, maybe 6 Cuties. I'd say maybe 6 cuties, just based off like the talent on their roster. Like Shrugger, their recent pickup on Scout is definitely a huge one. And then Remedy on Roamer, I believe he's playing is actually pretty good too. So I think 6 cuties towards the end of the CEVO season is going to be the 4th team, or like, you know, the 4th best team.
Okay. Well, so right now it's kind of a toss-up. So whoever wins this team will have a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence going through the rest of the season. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to continue this match, but I've been staring at a flashing pyro for about 5 minutes now. So.
Really? I've been like flying around in the free cam. I've been looking for all the... Are there still rubber ducks on this map? Remember in the old Gully Watch, there were like hidden ducks everywhere? I don't know if those still exist.
I don't know,
like
but I'm talking
now.
to Fragile right now, and he said that Mela's mouse died. So apparently Mela's using some sort of battery mouse.
Man.
I have no idea. But he restarted his computer, and then he had Paladin issues, and now he's joining. So
Paladin
client
issues
are not exclusive to ESEA, but I wish they were not existent in this game in general. But it looks like we go live, and there goes a 1 kill for Grape. Oh, the European pause rule, but I guess this is 90 seconds in the past.
He's still going in. Oh, he just
Grape gets to reflect on Mela, so that's probably what caused his mouse to die right there, because that was pretty good by Grape.
Oh, and now our HUDs are going to be broken for like forever, so gotta use tab to see who's dead. Yeah.
4 dead for XTS right now. All 6 up for Street Hoops, so this should be a good repush. Badonsky ends up going down late, and Alpha goes down, so only 3 respawns for XTS. Street Hoops could roll this into a 4-3 victory if they play it right.
Definitely. And yeah, they can easily take mid here. They have
they have a 50% Uber advantage. So Koza needs to stay alive here, not get bombed. Mela jumps in, gets absolutely crushed by the scout there, and Mela ends up going down by a shotgun by Grape. So Alpha goes in for a play, doesn't even get a shot off before Grape dominates him. So it looks like Grape's gonna try to pull the what Rando should have done before. Koza with 30 health takes a crossbow from Fragile and almost dies with a full Uber advantage. Fragile's at 80%.
Deadly.
Fragile's at 80%. If they get caught in lobby here, this could be bad. Uber in from Grape decides not to go for the medic and picks off Rando. So Fragile 97, 98, 99. Uber's on last. 2 dead for Street Hoops. So a fast, scrappy push from Street Hoops that looks like it's not going to work out. But we'll see what happens. Deadbolt goes down. 3 dead for Street Hoops. I'd like to see XTS get out and push this back right now.
Yeah, it looked like Grape wasn't quite sure how close Fragile was to Uber there.
Luana hitting tons of pipes on XTS's way out, but doesn't get any kills, and XTS with the pushback. So nice back and forth dynamic going right now between the 2 teams.
Definitely, and now I feel like we're going to see a bit of a stalemate here. I feel like, you know, Street Hoops are going to want to slow down this push in the second, but they might just try and you have a slight Uber advantage. It's
like 10%, so it might just be the confidence swing. Oh, here's where Mela paused, so that's going to halt their push back if XTS wanted to. But Street Hoops might take that advantage because it's such a close game of that soldier pick, and that's what they're going to do. They Uber in. No respect given to the crash. Gets on Fragile. Fragile surfs pretty well and ends up getting the Uber there last second and cleans up that push. So kind of karma's a little bitch there for Street Hoops, trying to take advantage of that pick, and they end up getting baited into a bad push because of it.
Yep, I mean, we have Deadbolt who falls out also. Yeah, that's really what it came down to. They couldn't get the picks on Fragile or anything else, and they just wiped, really.
And that's what you'll see in games against 2 teams that are very close in skill level, is they try and push on these little advantages because that's all that's open for either team, and it ends up backfiring a lot of the time unless there's a huge hero play made by somebody. And typically you don't want to rely on a hero play to win you the game, but sometimes that's what happens. So let's see who's going to be the hero on this last defense for Street Hoops to keep it alive.
Sniper again. So they have Grapes on pocket, actually.
So Uber, 40% advantage for Fragile. He has it right now. I'm looking for the push in by Rando. Rando's coming in from River, jumps right into the medic, gets the medic, good damage. Soldier soaks it up. Rando taking tons of damage during the
They're just going to go point again.
They're going on point, and they're going to cap it.
That's twice.
4-3.
The Street Hoop just keeps falling into spawn and just completely ignoring point. Like, I know they want to really get that Uber, but I mean, point is the most important thing. You can't all back in.
I'm looking for Duwatna to play super aggro going up top right now, put a lot of pressure on XTS. So I got him on middle. He throws the first stick. He doesn't hit anything. Doesn't hit anything with the second one. Gets the scouts, both scouts with the next two. And so right now it could be anybody's game. Ash makes the first move. Grape jumps up as well. Rando goes down first. Grape goes down now. One soldier dead for each team. That's anybody's game, but I like to see Decimate. This is what I like to see. Decimate with full heals at the end of this fight right now. Doing lots of damage to the team. 5 health on Decimate. But he cuts off, gets the medic, so huge middle for Decimate right there.
Great mid by Exertus.
And that's what I thought was going to happen at the beginning of the game. These long middles with Decimate is really good at playing those heals and finishing off these fights. And that's exactly what happened. So.
Spy on Ash. This is, I guess he is going for one of those hero plays.
Yep,
we were
this is a hero play that could swing the momentum in their favor or cost them the game. Not sure what's going to happen, but right now he's going to go for the jump stab over the middle right now. Oh, he doesn't. Oh! Get it! Oh, he pops through, Fragile gets scared as hell. And, oh, this is going to be stopped by the Pyro. Oh, Paragon with the huge headshot on Rando. The flare gun air shot by Grape. Okay, this could be the swing that they need to get this round back in their favor. Cozen up with a 50% advantage over Fragile.
Fragile, instead of just turning around, I guess he just heard the call and just popped his Uber way early there, and they just couldn't get in with it.
So right now, if this Pyro needs to go back to spawn as soon as he's done reflecting every piece of spam that comes out. Oh my god! Rando
He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable.
Air shot reflected. And now Grape just taking over because no scout wants to challenge that Pyro. That's the only thing that can do anything. Alpha's on Sniper. This is a bad decision right here. Misses a headshot on Grape, and it looks like a reset because Cozen's 100% and Fragile's 60%, and they don't feel like they can take advantage.
Mela's actually behind Street Hoops, so that was actually great. He just forced Street Hoops to fall back out of mid by just being behind, because he could have gone for the back cap. So now he's actually on the Soldier.
Dominating the Soldier! That black box ends up going down, but did a lot of damage to Ash up there and the Paragon. I
think Alpha actually is kind of helped out Grape there, so he can finally get off Pyro and back to Soldier.
He definitely did. But now Alpha, XDS slowing the game now, which is what they want to do, and they have a pick class. They have the sniper, so Alpha's been known to have ridiculous sniper spree, so let's see if we can string one together for this hero play. But then again, if something goes wrong here, it could be Alpha's fault for the round roll. So let's see if he's the captain that they deserve. Almost hits the headshot on Duwatna, but misses out. The HUDs are still broken. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's still broken on stream, but on my screen it is.
It's a Team Fortress 2 problem.
So we got both Ubers for both teams. Fully charged. Alpha getting buffed up on flank, trying to get a headshot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine Exertus is gonna go for any risky push here.
Yeah.
Yep, they're gonna slow. And actually, I think Paragon's going all the way back to spawn to switch sniper himself. So we're gonna have our old-fashioned sniper battle
Sniper
here.
duel, a little quick draw McGraw over here. Let's
Never
see.
again, Platt.
That's a superhero.
Yeah, I know you're old, Platt. No need to show it off to the stream.
Hits the first sniper shot he takes and takes out Decimate. So now it looks like Ash making a play, going into Banana behind, and gets taken out.
Two
dead for Street Hoops. Bad decision to have a double suicide for some reason. Ooh, Rando gets destroyed during that Uber. Grape trying to do damage. Grape's got the advantage during this Uber, but he's down one guy. Rando trying.
Nice shot by Grape. Alpha's all the way to sniper though. He's SMG'ing on the medic.
As in Grape playing very well after the Uber there and possibly saving his team the match.
Paragon on Fragile.
Nice shot by Paragon. So Paragon shows Alpha how it's done on Sniper. Comes out, hits his first headshot.
The Decimate bush. Decimate is one with the bush.
Decimate is medic. The bush play. He's going for the medic. Oh, he's sneaking up. He's sneaking up. He's gonna get on the medic right now. He's been spotted.
He's still on.
Making a play. Oh, it's air shot by Grape with the splash damage. But man, if Decimate went a little bit earlier, he had that, and I think that was a mistake by Decimate not going early enough. So now, XTS is one down. Cozen has 80% Uber.
Sniper. He's trying to
20% Uber. So it looks like if Grape can have a good Uber here, it could be tied up 4-4. I'm gonna put it on the Grape cam here. Grape taking it underneath, baits out the sticky trap, so the demo's out of the fight here.
But Alpha on Sniper is actually
Grape gets on the demo underneath in last. Badonsky going to go down by the Grape. Grape Ubers now coming back out to second to help his team. Oh, there's a sniper up top. Grape double jumps him and takes him down with ease. So right now, 3 dead for XTS, but Fragile has 75% Uber, so they are going to be able to defend this at last. I'm looking for Paragon.
That was actually pretty good Alpha on Sniper there. He forced Street Hoops to basically have to Uber to get in. And actually we have Ashton on the medic! Oh, he goes down. Damage, actually.
But we do have Paragon still on Sniper, waiting for that medic to... Demo gets body shot. Wow, Duatna gets a trap to save Paragon, but Paragon goes down anyway. So 1 dead for XTS on this pushback. But Rando said, screw it, I'm going to go out anyway. Taking a lot of spam as he exits the door. Mela doing good pressure to relieve Rando's push so he can get out here without Ubering. So that was really good by Mela to pressure the choke there and allow Rando to get out.
Yeah, that was solid by Exertus. They were able to get out without using their
Uber on mid for some reason by Street Hoops. Not sure, but they pushed right in and are doing good damage. Take down Rando.
But Fragile drops Rando, so both pockets are down right now actually. So that Uber advantage that Exertus had is now gone because he dropped Rando.
Duatna not popping his sticky trap and really halting Exertus' push there because without Ubers, this is going to be really hard. Mela's going to go down to sticky trap here.
Huge play on Kozin. He flanked him behind and took down Kozin.
So right now we've got 2 up for Street Hoops, but a lot of people hurt for XTS. But Badonsky takes down Deadbolt. Duatna with a huge pipe on Alpha and kind of just roaming around, 43 health, trying to get any picks he can, goes down. XTS full control of this match right now and could end the game right here with a 50% Uber advantage.
Yeah, we have another spy from Ash here. Again, this is the second time he's gone for, like you said, the hero play. He knows his team's at a disadvantage, and he's just gonna try and do something, whatever he can, to turn it in his favor.
Coming up the ramp.
This could actually, I don't think
could work. Fragile didn't notice that he was a spy. He was gonna get the backstab. The hero play. Ash going huge with the backstab. That's
you need more highlight, you're Fragile.
Now he's distracting for Grape, so Grape gets out here and tries to fight, and oh, Rando almost gets taken down by the spy. But
actually, they're gonna get this cap.
It should be a quick pushback. Hopefully, Mela's mouse didn't die again, but we got to pause right now.
Hopefully, that's not GG. Hopefully, it's not the server shutting down. Man, I didn't expect that to work, but I guess sometimes when the emotions are running like that, when you know you have Uber advantage, you're about to push in the last, you're just not expecting it, and that's where, you know, as a team, you just can't let that happen. You have to be expecting anything. Exertus should have been watching for spies. They should have been like just trying to slow it down, calm themselves down. But Ash gets that huge pick and potentially saves. Uh-oh, I think that might have been the game, as the STB looks like it is now disconnecting.
Oh, yeah, so apparently they didn't have the server setting set, so it looks like with this 50% Uber disadvantage for XTS, they end up capping somehow. So it's probably a back cap. I mean, it has to be a back cap if it's 90 seconds from now.
Alright, let's just assume. Let's just go join a pub and act it out ourselves. We'll go join a Gully Wash pub and just go capitalize. No? Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know how it ended, but, you know, whatever. It happens in ESCA, happens in CEVO. It's an issue that's plagued TF2 since its birth. The old-fashioned STB closing before the match is over.
That's like a terrible way to end what is such a great game, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to find out the story. Fragile says that he got backstabbed because Ash is a piece of shit, and he's typing. And so Mela went spy for revenge, and I think he ended up getting the back cap.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Karma, I guess, you know, both teams showing their inexperience with off classes, and it ends up winning XTS the game, apparently.
I think, what did I say, 5-3? Did I say 5-3?
You did.
I might have. Alright, what can I say? But I think that went a lot how I thought it would. Street Hoops, while they definitely put up a fight, it looked like, you know, the talent from Exertus, like Decimate, being able to stay alive on those mid fights and turn in their favor. Just those situations are what gave them the advantage. And I feel like, you know, a couple months from now, you know, towards the end of the season, it could definitely be a much closer game. Like, I mean, it was already close already, but I think, you know, a couple months from now, Street Hoops, they could definitely win it.
For sure. I think when the fights happen really fast and things happen in transition, Street Hoops completely outclassed XTS. But that only happens a couple times a game when XTS played the slow game and prolonged the fights and really put the damage where it needed to be over the course of the entire long fights. XTS came out with the wins, the consistently well played wins in those fights and in those scrappy long fights, and that's what won the game. I mean, I know Backcap won it, but really it seemed like XTS was in control once they calmed down the game at halftime.
MVP? Who you got?
Well, I gotta say, probably Mela. I mean, he had a bunch of plays in the first half to get them up 2-0, and then he came back with the win with the back cap. So I guess I gotta give it to him. I mean, overall, it was a well played game by both teams, like all around. So you got to give it to the guy who won the game.
At halftime, I think I would have said Fragile. His first half was amazing. Second half, he got picked off a couple more times. It wasn't quite as spectacular. So I might say Mela also, just because the couple plays I saw from him, he had some pretty huge ones, and I guess he did have that back cap to seal it. So I guess I'll go with Mela also. The black box has proven, he's proven it's effective for him, and I think we might see a couple more roamers start using it now also.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, I mean, I hope you enjoyed the game. I apologize that you weren't able to see the end of it, but it's pretty indicative of what could be a good season for both TF2 leagues. So make sure you tune in to all the high-level action going on this season. And I think we'll leave it at that. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember to support Team Fortress TV and the invite and CEVO-Main scene. So anyway, guys, take care.
Later.